This is the value of wrestling, the revolutionary force in wrestling podcasting.
This is. Oh, what did I put in here?
Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, is the temperature rising? So what you just seen was a clip here from All Elite, from Be the Elite, their little video. We kept it short so we wouldn't get a copyright strike on that. Cut the music out too. But are the Elite taking another shot at CM Punk? And you could definitely say there's some underlining there. What was in that water bottle that Kenny Omega had that he drank? And what was up with the pizza? Because it was well known that after all in London, Punk went back to his hotel room and ordered Nino's, which is a pizza place in London for everybody. So very, very interesting that on Be the Elite we get this little video clip here for whatever random reason they felt it was necessary to add in there. Also, in the fact we know that the Young Bucks ran a victory lap around the ring after Collision for some strange reason. And even more breaking news. Now there's a story reporting that when William Regal came to, when he made his debut in AEW, Punk refused to shake his hand, and Punk told him off, basically saying, "You're a Triple H stooge." That he went after William Regal. And bad blood there? I don't know. Was there a reason for him to say that? Maybe he felt it needed to be said. Maybe the fact of the matter, things are just falling and going crazy. But we know that Saturday afternoon before Payback and a lot of the other things hit, we know that Tony Khan came out and told CM Punk, "You're fired!" In case you didn't know. Anyways, it is crazy. It is crazy. But let me break open some other things for you, ladies and gentlemen, real quick. Yes, it's me on the Big Time. This is Big Time Rant. We're back for another story hour. Quick moment in time. Yes, we are back. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like, share, and comment below. I know I'm a little rattled and all over the place, but hey, I'm trying to record a show here to the best of my ability. Anywho, what a crazy, crazy few days. What a great event last night. All Out turned out to be. But now it still seems like CM Punk's out here causing issues, or not causing issues, or the Elite are causing issues. Tony Khan's prepared statement that you can definitely tell that they are getting ready for a deep legal battle to come. It's just the way it's going to come down to it. Jack Perry is a young guy who's new to the business, who shouldn't have said what he said, and then when he came in the back, I don't know, maybe Punk finally felt that nobody was going to do anything, and the only way for him to do something is to do it old school style, and he tried to take out Perry and teach Perry a lesson so Perry would stop running his mouth, because Punk didn't feel anything was going to get done that was going to benefit Punk. Then from there, we heard he lunged at Tony, and then we're being told from Meltzer and everybody that lunge was a nice way of putting it, that it seemed a whole lot worse, and Punk kind of went off, but maybe Punk felt like,
Maybe I am insane. Maybe I am insane. And maybe it's time for you to find out how insane I am. Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
So did CM Punk take a page out of the Macho Man's playbook there? Who knows? But the fact of the matter is, there's a lot of things that way here. We know that Jack Perry has now been suspended indefinitely. Coming from Tony Khan's mouth, he has been suspended indefinitely. What does that actually mean? How's that not being fired? If it's indefinite, isn't that forever? I guess we're going to have to wait and see how that story falls out, because indefinitely does seem like, it could be a forever thing. But CM Punk had his meltdown on the backstage. That, or he felt like he was fighting for his career. He told Tony Khan to quit. and it became a brawl, something that I guess was very serious, something that was...
I don't even know if that's PG.
So we have to see a lot of the backstage footage. I guess we just need to find this footage and get it released to the wrestling crowd to figure out what really happened, why stuff went down the way it did, and what's going on, because this is going to be a big mess, and it's only going to grow a mess. Sports Illustrated even came out and said that CM Punk is going to be addressing his side of the issue. So we'll wait and see how that pans out. But, Punk is the veteran. Punk is the money bringer. Punk is the needle mover. And a young Jack Perry is kind of a nobody compared to Punk. And so, Punk felt that this was the way he needed to handle the situation. He tussled with Perry to teach Perry a lesson, to get Perry to keep his mouth shut, because Punk feels that all elite wrestling is out to get him. Or at least the elite. Because now we found out that the elite, along with Tony Khan, were supposed to meet with CM Punk in Atlanta prior to him flying to London. And CM Punk supposedly went to Atlanta. This meeting was then canceled. He went and spent time with his wife, then flew to London. And then it was in London where we get these mixed reviews that A, AEW doesn't have car service, or B, AEW has car service, and the gentleman that's in charge of the travel and car service and all that, well, that guy seems to be all part of All of Friends Wrestling. He is a friend of the Young Bucks, a buddy to the Young Bucks. So there's rumor and speculation that maybe there was no ride for Punk because it was one of those things they could set up, or maybe it was just a rogue worker who was making sure to make Punk's life a little harder, because then Punk got there, he tried to call for a car service. Nothing was happening. He couldn't get an Uber in a busy weekend in London with a huge event going on. Kind of makes sense. Eventually he took the trains, and the fans helped him get to where his hotel room is. But it is definitely a chaotic situation when we're sitting here trying to figure out what the hell's going on. If you go watch Jim Cornette's podcast on the firing of CM Punk, you really have to break it down, or you really listen to it. And Cornette makes a lot of sense that CM Punk's been fighting the elite and these kids, and they're all friends of one another, and they want to do their stuff their way, and they don't want anybody to be better than them. As long as they're the best and look the best on TV, then they're not worried about it. So was CM Punk brought in? Did he bring better money? Did he do better ratings? Was Collision a better show because of CM Punk? Oh, and there's a lot of belief that yes, that's the answer, right?
Yes! 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 Yes!
So there's that. But it's such a hot mess. It's such a hot topic, and it's still a hot topic that we wish we could get away from and kind of move on from. But it's where we are. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to go away. It's not going to change. We were kind of stuck in this place in this time, and who knows what's to come. So right now we're waiting for word for Punk. Sports Illustrated says Punk probably be out soon with something, and it could be a hot button topic. Are we going to see CM Punk go back to WWE? And I know a lot of people are still saying, oh, Punk has heat back there. Now that Punk is supposedly going after William Regal, supposedly, in an issue that happened way back when and never brought up until now. People are saying that Triple H and him still have heat, but as I recall, when he went to the Raw show there, him and Triple H hashed out whatever and kind of made peace. Triple H didn't kick him out. Triple H said, hey, you can stay, but I got to ask the big guy and get approval from the big guy, which we know is Vince McMahon. So, with that being said, we know that there's an issue there, or it doesn't seem like there's an issue between Triple H and CM Punk. And Vince McMahon and CM Punk might still have issues, but I know Vince, we seem to know Vince McMahon in the theory of the idea that if it's about money and the ability to make money, Vince is probably going to do it. So there's a good chance we could see CM Punk. Tony Khan has sidestepped every step or conversation about a non-compete clause. He won't come out and say, yes, there's a non-compete clause. He won't say, no, there's not a non-compete clause. But it definitely seems like in his statement, Tony Khan kind of makes him look like a fool. If he was really scared in the background for the safety and security, unless you tell us a little more about what's going on, it does kind of make Tony Khan look like a sissy in some ways. I'm sorry. It's a fact. He's a wrestling fan. He's this noob that was booking shows on his computer and then got able to own this company, and he's done fairly well. But in this situation, there's backstage altercations all the time. There's fights. There's arguments. It's wrestling. People are fighting. So it kind of makes you wonder about where Tony Khan stands in this. And again, we don't know how severe or what CM Punk was doing in the back. But Tony Khan sure feels like...
Dummy, yeah.
Yep. So right now we're just kind of waiting to see what's going on, how it's going to play out, and maybe CM Punk's going to come out and be like,
"You think you know me?"
Who knows? But right now everything is up in the air, and everything is up for theories and speculation, and we're just trying to fill in the dots and try to figure out what is really going on and why it's all kind of just gone off the rail. Is CM Punk being fired from AEW the best thing? Long road's the only thing that's going to be able to be told. Does it hurt AEW? Oh, it definitely hurt AEW. CM, Tony Khan got booed with this announcement in Chicago. It was probably bad timing for all of this. What happens with Jack Perry? Where does CM Punk go? I think CM Punk could go to WWE and be red hot and take the opportunity. And at least he knows it's going to be a little more controlled environment and not just all friends wrestling in most cases. So it's definitely something to think about. It's definitely a hot topic item. And I guess we're just going to have to wait and see how the story falls out. But that is a big piece of the puzzle. Of course, tonight's Monday. We got Raw. Lots of stuff to find out about what's going to happen on Raw. We got Jey Uso on Raw. Cody Rhodes. We got to hear out the fallout of the tag team champions from Payback. What is Judgment Day up to? Lots and lots of stuff going on in the world of professional wrestling. Hopefully we can slowly move away from Punk for now, and at least this light. Hopefully, if he gets back in the wrestling ring in some form or another, we can bring a positive light and turn this around. If he goes away and retires, then maybe we can all say goodbye. Our fans going to be excited to see CM Punk back. Some will, some won't. It'll be a mixed crowd, a mixed audience. It depends on the Punk we get when it all comes back around. It's just a hot mess. It really is, and it's a sad hot mess because it should not be this way. I wish it could be better, but we have what we have, and all we can hope for is to get through this. AEW had a great pay-per-view. They definitely seem like, in that sense, they're rebounding and continuing on without Punk. But how much more do you want to see people from Dynamite on Collision? And if all the shows are just one and we get rid of the band split, are we going to see the same faces every day of the week on AEW television? It's hard to tell. I mean, Wednesday night's Dynamite is coming up fast, so we'll have to see. But for right now, it's a crazy, crazy world, and it's a hot, hot mess. And it's not over. Will we see a lawsuit? We probably are. We don't know where the money falls. Since they fired him with cause, that was the big word they're using, is with cause. There's a reason they're using that word. Everything Tony read was a legal stance. And I definitely think they're getting ready for a big, nasty legal battle with CM Punk. CM Punk's not going to go away quietly, and everybody knows CM Punk is hot-tempered. He's probably a little short-tempered. Good, bad, it is what it is. But CM Punk, he ain't going to take he ain't going to take none of that BS, and we know that. And if you're Jack Perry and say something that stupid, CM Punk's going to be... No! So, we're going to have to wait and see how it all plays out, where it goes from here. But for now... That's all. Let's get ready for Raw. This is a short time for a Rants tonight, and that's fine. But again, on the big time, this is the Value Wrestling. This is Big Time Rants. And I'm out. Yes. So see you next time.
This is the value of wrestling, the revolutionary force in wrestling podcasting.